Buongiorno Georgetown, my name is Arthur and today I'm going to be doing a Thursday takeover from Milan, Italy. So a little bit more about me. I'm a junior in the college, majoring in Italian with an FLL business coursework in international business and minoring in economics. This semester I've been studying in Milan as part of an IES business studies program. So ultimately what IES is, it's an international study abroad organization that has locations around the world. And in Milan specifically, there are 3 different types of programs that you can do. So you have the Milan Business Studies, you have the Italy Today, and then you have a Fashion Institute program that takes place at the Fashion Institute of Milan. I'm so excited to show everybody around Milan today, so let's grab some breakfast and let's be on our way. So right now we are headed to Università Bocconi, which is a university known for business and economics in Milan, where I'm allowed to take 3 to 4 classes per Georgetown and IES Business Studies rules. So in addition to these 3 to 4 classes, I also have to take 1 class at the IES Center. So currently, actually, the classes have ended and we are in finals period, but I will still be able to get to show you the campus as well as the classrooms where I did take my classes. So every morning I have to take a metro and a bus to Università Bocconi or just a metro to the IES Center. All in all, it takes about 25 to 40 minutes depending on traffic, so the commute is actually very manageable every morning. Right now I'm walking to the 91 bus, which will take me directly to Bocconi's campus, and then depending on where you live in Milan and the type of housing that you choose, which I will get to later, your commute and the time will vary depending on where you live. So right now everybody, we're at Bocconi's campus, and as I mentioned before, you can take 3 to 4 classes here, or if you so choose, you can take classes at Università Cattolica, which is another university in Milan. So a little fun fact about the building I'm standing in front of, Max Mara, a fashion designer, actually held his fall 2019 women's collection fashion show here back in February during Fashion Week. So at Bocconi, I'm taking 4 classes, of which 2 are business courses, 1 marketing and 1 management course, 1 economics course, and 1 art history course. So in addition to business and economics courses, Bocconi does offer courses in the liberal arts if you also want to pursue that as well. My 4 classes are taught in Italian as per Georgetown rules and guidelines, but it has honestly been a very rewarding and fulfilling experience getting to listen to the language, speak the language, and be immersed in Italian culture, as well as be around Italian students while I'm in the classroom. So overall, it has been a very positive experiences, and that is one of the reasons why I wanted to study abroad, is to really get to know and learn about the culture and society. Right now I'm actually on my way to my marketing final. However, it's not your typical written final exam. Since we finished all of our work and presentations already for the class, the professor solely has to see the student's face in order to put in the final grade. Before we leave Bocconi for today, I wanted to show everybody another type of classroom that you may see, lecture style, if you end up studying here, which resembles very much like Georgetown or another American university. Currently, I'm in the IES Center planning on doing some studying, but before I do that, I'd like to touch on a few more key things to know about the IES process, academics, as well as housing. So when you arrive in January, you will be placed in a 2-week intensive language session based on your level of Italian, and then in early February, you will then start your courses depending on the university that you choose. The course that I did end up taking at IES was called Literature in the City, and in this class we discuss a lot about the city of Milan, the literature that helped build the city, as well as books that related to different monuments or museums in Milan. This class, we also went on a bunch of field studies to kind of see where the books took place as well as which monuments were mentioned. In addition to academics, IES also offers and arranges a bunch of different trips and events throughout the semester that you can take to supplement your experience in Milan. So for example, they organize a trip to Venice, they organize a trip to Parma, as well as a trip to the Italian Alps. In addition to this, they also arranged events at La Scala Opera House, as well as an Italian soccer game. Another thing I'd like to talk about is the different housing options here in Milan. So you have homestays, you have apartments, as well as the Collegio di Milano, which are private dormitories in the city of Milan. Currently, I am doing a homestay, which is about 20 minutes outside of the city center. However, different homestays and apartments are scattered throughout the city of Milan. However, every homestay and every apartment that I've heard of is very close to the public transportation system, so you can get anywhere in the city in about 15 to 20 minutes. So a little later, I will talk a little bit more about my homestay experience. However, right now I'll just talk really quickly about the process of choosing your housing. So in November or December, if you decide to go away for the spring semester, you fill out a living preferences questionnaire and you get to choose the type of housing that you'd like. And then for the Collegio di Milano, you do have to interview once you arrive on site in Milan because there are a limited number of dormitories. However, everyone that I have spoken to really loves the housing that they ended up choosing. Because IES does offer a lot of different types of options because there are a lot of different types of students. Hi everybody, so it's about 10 p.m. here in Milan, and before I go to bed before my final exam, I just want to leave with a few comments and overall remarks about my experience while studying abroad. Going back to my homestay, it has been such a great way to learn the language as well as be immersed in the culture. I also really love that every night we get to have dinner together and kind of share our thoughts of the day, and it's just overall a great experience and way to kind of see daily life from a native's perspective. While my experience has been very positive and rewarding overall, I will say there have been a few challenges that I did have to face and overcome. I think the biggest thing is getting used to the Italian way of organization and management of the courses. So for example, the idea of a syllabus is a little less common here at some of the Italian universities, and the idea of having multiple elements make up your grade is also less common. I know at Georgetown we're used to having quizzes and midterms kind of make up part of our grade, but here it is very common to have one final speaking exam or one final big project to determine your overall grade. I would also have to say that the class organization is also very different. The classes may meet Monday, Wednesday, the classes may meet Tuesday, Friday, the classes may meet Thursday, Friday, so it really depends on the class. The professors also do have a tendency to cancel class and make up a class at another time, different than your whole normal schedule. So kind of dealing with this is one of the biggest challenges I've had. Thank you everybody for watching my Thursday takeover here in Milan. I hope that you've enjoyed following me and learning more about my experience. If you have any comments or questions, please contact me via social media or through the OGE. So this is Arthur Babcock signing off from Milan, Italy. Arrivederci, buonanotte, ciao a tutti.